Now that your roof has been safely loaded with all the materials necessary to complete your repair, it's time to attach your safety system to the rooftop. The first thing we're going to do is to double check that our safety harness is properly attached. Always double check each one of the fitting points and make sure that the harness is laying flat against your body with all the connection points firmly in place. Then we will go directly upslope of our repair area to the nearest ridge. The appropriate RoofRx method for attaching this fall restraint system is by removing 4 ridge caps or as many ridge caps as necessary to remove 1 full shingle from each side of the ridge line. This is so that our temper steel plate can lay flat on the ridge. Once the temper plate lays flat on the ridge, be sure to use the approved anchoring screws for your system to attach the plate to the roof. Once the plate is firmly attached to the roof, you will attach the other end of your lifeline to the anchor eyelet. Be sure that the connection is intact. The last thing you'll need to do before you're ready to get to work is to measure out the appropriate distance of lifeline for your job. Always remember that the lifeline distance for your job must never exceed the distance between the ridge and the eave. Should you ever rely on the lifeline, you must always plan it so that you stay on the roof and never come off of it. In the event of multiple leak locations, you will require multiple ridge preparations. The maximum distance allowable for multiple leaks without resetting your ridge is 5 feet. Any leak locations or repair areas greater than 5 feet away from your original anchor point requires a new ridge preparation. This is for your safety and to ensure that the appropriate length of the lifeline, which is set, is going to be there for your protection. Once again, for further questions on properly attaching to a shingle roof system, please be sure to talk to your local area RoofRx manager for any further details. Next, we'll move on to the tile system. The tile system is very much like the shingle roof system, with the exception that we will not be removing the ridge tiles. We will be laying the anchor system flat onto the roof deck adjacent to the ridge line. You must still use the recommended number of anchors to anchor your system down. Once you are done with your repair, be sure to remove your plate and seal all the holes where your anchors were penetrating through the roof. You repair that felt using the approved RoofRx repair method before reassembling the tiles over the anchoring area. Be sure to set the lifeline length for each area individually, as each leak area distance may differ between the ridge and the eave. Also, always double check the distance to ensure that your lifeline will always allow you to fall on the roof but never off of it. Further training can be found at www.guardlinefall.com/video-1. Again, that's www.guardianfall.com/video-1. Ask your local area service manager for the web address if you've forgotten. This is going to conclude our segment for the RoofRx approved fall restraint system. For further information or additional instructions, once again, please contact your local area service manager for further clarification and instructions. Thank you for your time, and always remember, be safe.